What's up, gamers? Welcome back to yet another Diecast review. This one is Ross Chastain's Busch Light fishing car, the second of a couple Busch Light cars of Ross Chastain I have this year. And now that the Phoenix scheme is not a special scheme, I can now say I have every single special Busch scheme on pre-order. So that's pretty exciting. So you will see literally every single Busch Light scheme that Ross Chastain ran this year on one of these videos. So that will be a complete collection. So that'll be pretty cool to officially have. So let's get right into this one. This is the fishing one that he ran at, I want to say Bristol, which in the spring race. And let's get right into it, because this is probably one of my favorite ones this season. You'll see why in just a second. Alright. So it's basically pretty much a white base. Not too much in particular, right? But you see the render of the car. See how good it looks there, but wait until you see this car out of the box. But while we do that, we're going to take a look at this box if you haven't seen it before. It's the regular 2024 box. With the Lionel Racing logos and stuff, the Cup Series logos, the Cup Series colors. See, 600 of these were made. And on the top, you have a 21 plus logo as well, to make sure you're over 21 when you're ordering this, which, who cares? Anyway, let's get it out of the box and show you why I like this scheme probably out of the rest of the Busch cars. Alright, so I will get this off the base, and I'll be right back in just a moment to continue with the review. Alright, so here's the car off the base, and now we can take a look at this beauty of a paint scheme. One thing I'm really happy about on this diecast, they kept the thinner light blue line here, I guess, because in the real car, it was much thicker when he ran it officially at Bristol. So that's pretty good that Lionel kept that, because thank God. I didn't like that extended blue. I was like, doesn't look as good as it used to be. But luckily, we got the, I guess the unused version with the thinner one. So that's cool. But obviously, yeah, I mean, you got this design with the, I guess that's a lake backyard on a dock. Pretty sick. Then you have a fish jumping out of water, basically. Basically, the rest of the scheme is white with the mountains as well. Another bit of design over here as well on the hood, which also makes it look incredible. But yeah, this was a really nice piece of work to look at on TV, just as much as it is to look here right now in person on the diecast. Oh, by the way, we have DIN number 595 out of 600, which means only 5 diecasts were made after this and would have been on the final production line again. So that would have been cool. We've already done it once. If you don't remember, it was the Brandon Jones autograph. That we got the last one on the production line, which was, I think, DIN 132 out of 132 cars made, so that was pretty cool. And we got pretty close to it just now, happening again, but unfortunately, not yet, or not a DIN 1, not a door DIN, still to this day, so that hunt will remain and continue. But otherwise, let's go over the sponsors. You have the Goodyear logo above the tire. Then you have the Cup Series logo, but the number 1. Surprised this wasn't a chrome number, by the way. Then you have the fish jumping out of the water. Then you have the Busch Light logo here. And there's not a can on the side because there is this. Collector's Edition cans. Catch all 4, because there was 4 cans for these, I guess, Busch Light fishing things. Then you have a spotted bass. I guess that's identifying the fish. That's pretty cool. I don't think I noticed that before. Then you have the jockey logo there as well. Then you have your Get By Ethanol thing right there. You have Wendy's. You have Siemens, Ross Chastain on the name rail, along with the Chevrolet logo. You have Worldwide Express. By the way, they might not come back with Trackhouse next year because it looks like they might go with Colleague Racing. So, rest in peace to Worldwide Express. Anyway, Moose of Eternity, Kubota. Then you have Quaker State, Busch Light, the number 1 Camaro ZL1. You have Race for the Mountains on the deck lid, and then you have DIN number 595 once again. On the other side, pretty much the same stuff. You have the Busch Light logo. Then you have Worldwide Express, Moose Eternity, Kubota. You have Wendy's logo, Siemens, Ross Chastain, the name rail. Collector's Edition Catch-All 4 cans. Jockey, the Spotted Bass once again. The number 1 Cup Series logo. Did I say Chevrolet here? I don't know. And the Goodyear logo above the tire. On the roof, you have a giant Busch Light logo with a little bit of a fish bait right there. Then you have the number 1 and Trackhouse Racing right there as well, which will be different next season, by the way. And on the roof, you have the number 1 and Busch Light as well. Just before I recorded this part, I did take a look at this scheme, and yes, indeed, it was at Bristol and the spring race. He started 36th, finished 15th, so not a great race. Once again, Ross did not have a great season at all. Oh, and to top it all off, we got some news after the Martinsville controversy, the whole shebang. Phil Surgeon will not be the crew chief this weekend at Phoenix for Ross Chastain, so that's pretty awesome to hear. Hopefully we can go 2 for 2 and spoil the championship and win at Phoenix once again. In the Busch Light car, matter of fact. We're running the Busch primary at Phoenix, so hopefully he goes on and wins that in the Busch car for the first time. He has yet to win in the Busch car, so hopefully this weekend is the weekend for that to happen. Obviously, he's going to have a new crew chief on top of the pit box, thank God, because they were... Actually, Phil was a whole part of that whole Austin Dillon deal with not passing William Byron. I don't know why Ross wouldn't just shove him out of the way because it cost him Texas anyways. But, yeah, that's a whole thing that happened. Thank God it was First Surgeon. Please make it fire him from the team. Because Ross has had a horrible, horrible season. All because of his horrible garbage pit calls that Phil Surgeon has made. And that's why Ross has literally not many top 10s, not many top 5s. I really hope he makes the playoffs next year. I hope he makes it nice and far. Hopefully Final Four again, that would be cool. But if not, fine, just make the playoffs. And hopefully we won't have Phil Surgeon as crew chief next year. That would be great. Hopefully Martinsville was the last time we will ever see him. Obviously see how that goes, because I've got a feeling they're like the Yankees organization who keeps a terrible, terrible strategy caller and keeps him at the head of the game instead of actually doing something. Jesus. Yeah, that World Series was not great. Anyways, back on the topic here. Not a whole great race for Ross at Bristol, really. He finished 2 laps down in 15th, so that's great. I think this was the race where the tires were, like, always getting flat, which was pretty exciting, actually, for Bristol standards. Again, it's just not it for us this year. At least got a win. I'm proud of that. Let's just end it at Phoenix. Hopefully we end up winning again with a new crew chief on top of the box. That'd be great. Go back-to-back at Phoenix. Upset the playoffs. Or, well, championship. I'm kind of hoping Reddick wins the championship this weekend. There will not be a reaction video. Apologies. But, yeah, it is what it is. Once again, I think there was a pretty hefty fine for Chastain's team as well. Trackhouse and RCR are appealing. I don't know why. And once again, they're allianced. So I don't know. Whatever. If they don't win, don't win. I don't care. It's the end of the season. Whatever happens, happens. Like I said, I've got all these special Busch Light cars pre-ordered. And they're all still on their way, so this is the second of many. I think it's, like, down to, like, 8 now of other Busch Light cars. So, yeah, 2 down, 8 to go. So there was, like, 10 of them. that's pretty much going to do it for this review. If you guys enjoyed, smash like, and subscribe. Turn notification bell so you don't miss an upload, especially like Diecast reviews. I've got another one coming soon. Pretty excited for this one because this one looks pretty good. But other than that, see you all gamers next time. Have a great day, gamers.